I'm gonna have to hold my camera for this camp lesson. If I don't, this thing gonna blow over. I don't miss these days of prophesying. Can't lie. But nonetheless, though, the work must be done. No excuses. Yeah, endure to the end. All right. That should be good audio files. Lord willing. Just double check though. It's good to double check on whatnot. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So, shalom, shalom. I would like to begin the camp lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, as well as other brothers through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back here with another camp lesson out here on the highways and the byways, the hedges, pushing this truth with peace and sincerity to those out there willing to listen and learn, and calling and trying to wake up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, which is primarily made up of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American people, as well as the Israelite foreigners among the heathen that have the appearance of those heathen, right? The scattered elect that are scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, the tabernacle of King David, who will rule on the earth as it is in heaven through righteousness. So today, man, I got a few notes in my phone that I'm gonna be going over in this lesson today. And I'm gonna put these questions that I have. It's two questions I have mainly for this camp. And if there's anything else that I bring out, it'll just be through the spirit. But it's two main questions that I have that I put in the AI. You know what I'm saying? It was I think it's Google Gemini, AI overview or whatnot. Nonetheless, though, let me go ahead and pull it up. So there's two questions I asked for my lesson today. I asked the AI, I said, current events, what are current events going on with America right now? And what are current events going on with the world right now? Okay? And it gave me a few bullets. And a lot of these things we've been talking about for a while now, right? Through our lessons and our videos and things of that nature. Yesterday I was talking about the nuclear destruction of America, Babylon the Great. Through all of these countries and whatnot having nuclear warheads, things of that nature. The tension and the talk that they've been having concerning that recently, which they've been having talks about that, as we know. But we're bringing these things out, and it may seem repetitive, but we're bringing them out because they're true and they're current, right? So I said current events going on with America right now, and it says as of Sunday, November 9th, 2025, which is today. And also I forgot to tell y'all that. I did tell y'all this last week, but I will be doing my camp lessons now on Sundays. Saturdays I cannot do them because I don't get off work till like 4. And if I try and come out here, the sun will be set, it'll be dark. Today, I've never seen as many cars out here in this damn park. It must be an event going on or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's a lot of cars out here. Never seen it this full. Dang near didn't have a parking spot for myself. And they not playing no sports neither, so it's something going on. I keep hearing people yelling shit. They probably having some type of swim match or something like that. These people, but nonetheless though, let's continue on. As of Sunday, November 9th, 2025, major current events in the U.S. are dominated by a prolonged federal government shutdown, resulting in widespread disruptions to air travel and social assistance programs. Now, like I was saying, man, I made a lesson on this as well, right? This government shutdown has been a key factor into a lot of America's problems that's going on right now over here. That government shutdown affects a lot. It affects a multitude. That's why we keep mentioning it. It affects a multitude of things, and it also affects a multitude of people. So it is it's very important, right? The impact that it's having is very important and current, right? Also, the reason I forgot to tell y'all this, the reason why it's so cold down here, man, it was just like 70 yesterday. We had a cold front come through. Yeah, we had a cold front come through last night. And the reason why it's so windy, we got tornado watch and all types of shit. Continuing on. It says government shutdown and related disruptions. Longest ever shutdown. The federal government shutdown has entered its 40th day, the longest in U.S. history, impacting various federal services and programs, right? The government has been shut down for 40 days now. Like I've been saying this, right? If you get paid weekly, that's going on 6 weeks without pay in 2 days, because 6 times 7 is 42. You're going on 6 weeks without pay. And if you get paid bi-weekly, you're going on dang near 3 weeks without pay, or 3 paychecks is what I mean to say. So those who get paid weekly from the government, which I would assume they get paid weekly, if they on salary like that, these people have been trying to live or work without a check for 6 checks. 6 checks. And if it's 2 weeks, 3 checks, right? Nobody has that amount of money stored up like that, especially in today's economy with everything going on. And the water, how about you outside for that sun beaming down, man? It feels so good. Oh my goodness, y'all don't understand. I hope it just stay like that. Nonetheless, though, with everything going on right now, the cost of living is going up. The cost of food is going up. I was just watching a video from the elder Malcolm. He was talking about the economy, you know, and the state of the job market, which is something I'm going through right now, something myself and the brother are personally dealing with right now. Actively applying to jobs, seeking the jobs, because we both will be ending school. We'll be both ending school very soon, and we're about to be going into the job market and things of that nature. So we gotta fill out all these damn job applications back to back to back to back to back, right? And it's just like, number one, we know this. We know this. As brothers, we know this. It's getting harder and harder to find a job. Because number one, like I've said this before, these people already told you that they had more jobs, they had less jobs than they were projecting that they had open. Number one, they had less jobs than they were projecting were open. And day to day, hundreds of thousands of jobs are getting cut every single day. You might have hundreds get cut here, you might have thousands cut there. God damn, man, this lady just drove. She probably didn't know where she was going though. This lady just drove and turned into the opposite lane, the opposing lane. Well, she could have just came and drove and turned right here where I was at. Nonetheless, though, you have hundreds of jobs being cut daily. You got thousands of jobs being cut daily. And within those jobs, you got to realize, man, you got to remember, and the brother told me this. Within those jobs, it's not just one person working that job or one person working that position. It's multiple people working those positions. Call on Yahweh. There's multiple people working those positions, right? So not just one person is losing their job. It could be 5 people losing that one job. Or it could be 10 people losing that one job, right? Those are things to consider. Now, there's that, the fact of inflation, the fact that the Federal Reserve, which is a private entity, is not a part of the government. I've been doing this, but it was also brought to my attention the other day as well. That's why I'm mentioning it. They printed like billions of dollars yesterday. They printed like billions worth of dollars yesterday, man, as the national debt continues to increase. So inflation is going to keep inflating. The economy is crashing. All of these things, man. These are all the things I'm about to name right now in this lesson today. These are all signs of the collapse of a kingdom. These are all signs of the collapse of a nation. And if you can't see that, the Lord have blinded you or put upon you a spirit of deep slumber, man. The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4, it reads that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, meaning the ruler of America, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord Yahweh broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, right? That is what the Lord is currently doing right now. And it's going to continue to come to pass until righteousness is established on the earth and until our King Yahweh Shai comes and delivers his people salvation. Lord willing, we be at that number, man. But those are the thoughts, you know what I'm saying, that myself or brothers have, right? How have the golden city ceased, man? How could this place fall? Which we know the answer to that question. It's rhetorical. Goodness gracious. It's rhetorical. It's a rhetorical question. Nonetheless, though, it's also, you know what I'm saying, somewhat of a mockery of America, because if you read in the scriptures, man, I go get it right now. This is, like I say, this is the thought process of a lot of people over here now in this country. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, the Most High Power, Yahweh, concerning Edom, which is the so-called white man. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Right? You could put this, if you understand what that means, or if you don't, I'll break it down to you. There was a study that showed recently, and this is like within the past decade, but it's still current today. Number one, let's just do a little bit of math. The nation of Israel, which is, like I said, comprised majority of the Negro, Latino, and Native American people, as well as the Israelite foreigners out there among the heathen, that have the appearance of the heathen, are likened into the book multiple times as being numbered as the sand of the sea. Now, if you know the sand of the sea, there are so many beaches on the earth. That's like a proverbial saying or a metaphor, right? And he scatters among the nations. So there's a lot of Israelites out there. That's basically what that's saying. A lot of Israelites out there, and it's numbered as the sand of the sea. So it's a multitude of us. That's number one. Number two, in 2016, and like I've said, this has continued to happen since then, more Edomites died than were born. So the Edomites have always had problems with fertility, through their own doings though. Fertility, right? Because of the things they put in the air, because of the food, the things they put in the food, it's making a lot of these men and women sterile. And also, they just can't get off like how Jake gets off. They don't do it like us. That's really what it is on a base level. Because Jake gets down. You ever seen a family of Southern Kingdom Jakes, of Judites, or a family of Israelites, right? Northern Kingdom. You see they have 4, 5, 6 kids. It's not a lot of Edomites that do that. They might have 1, maybe 2 if they lucky. So they are small among the heathen is what they're saying, as far as number. You have people over here who say, oh, well, statistically showing, right, because Esau Edom came up with a racial construct, the concept of race. They'll look and say, oh, well, in America, you know, the so-called white man is a majority over blacks. Well, that's because, number one, if you're looking at it from a spiritual sense, over here, right, if you're looking at it from a spiritual sense, if you took all the natives, Latino, and so-called black, right, so-called Negro population, and you added them all up together, we would outnumber them by a lot. And the fact that there are some Jakes who appear to be Edomites and aren't even Edomites. They're actually Israelites. So you got to keep that in account too. So they are, so to speak, small among the heathen. And they're also greatly despised. We're seeing that unfold as well. Look at how many nations. God damn, something smell good. Smell like somebody got some fried chicken. Nonetheless, though, it's a lot. If you just look at it from nation to nation, right? Look at how many of these rulers are fond of Donald Trump. And let me know when you get back to me about that. How many of them really like Nero Trump? You know what I'm saying? They don't. He's actually made these countries' hatred for America grow and grow because of the things and the antics that he pulls and does. And then just Edomites as a whole, people are, especially over here in America, are starting to see. They're starting to see the so like I was trying to make sure my phone wasn't overheating. They're trying to see, they're starting to see the wickedness of these people. So they're being greatly despised. The fact that the things that they've done to these people, even their own women, man, that's how you know this kingdom is going down. Your own women are talking down and against you, Esau, right? Continuing on, verse 3, and my point. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Americans have a great sense of pride. If you ask the average American anything about our military and what's going on in the news right now, they're going to say they're not worried. America got us, right? We got the best military and the best this and that in the world, which is indeed false. You even have Nero coming on his platform, Truth Social and things of that nature, saying that America has the most nuclear warheads out of any country in the world right now. Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Come on, bro. If you believe the shit that this nigga says, then you're just a fool. If you believe the shit that he says, you're just a fool. Like I said, you gotta say what they say with a grain of salt, man, because they are natural born deceivers. They're natural born liars. This is why we call them the devil. All the word the devil means is deceiver or adversary. Or salaki, deceiver or false accuser. The word Satan means adversary. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee. And here, this is how you know the scriptures match up with real life. It's only been one group of people throughout history who lived in these type of conditions and continue to try and go back to where they came from. Whether it be Mount Seir, Petra, I actually have an image from that. I'm gonna put it up. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. You actively have Edomites right now because they know that nuclear destruction is about to come and that all hell is about to break loose and that the nuclear warfare is about to happen in World War III, who are actively hidden in private locations throughout the world in mountains right now. I'm talking about the ultra rich, like the billionaires, the wealthy Edomites. They're in bunkers. They've already went there. They're in bunkers and they're in mountains and stuff like that, man. They've already went there, bro. Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That was my point, man. Right? Have the golden city cease. People are going to mourn for this place. They're going to mourn the loss of America, Babylon the Great. They're going to mourn the loss of this place, Babylon the Great, man. No. So, in their hearts and their minds, they think to themselves. Some people just like to live in ignorance. They don't like the truth. So they rather just ignore it. It's easier that way. They just rather just ignore it and be oblivious to it. You know, not think about it. The fact that this place is coming down, and for the longest, people have said or thought that this place could never come down, right? So I just read that. That saith in his heart, meaning his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground? It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. Now, who's going to bring them down to the ground would be my next question. How are they going to be brought down? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, meaning make themselves high, pump themselves up. You know, even an eagle is in the symbolism of the Edomites today in America. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. And it's in all caps. Verse 4, it's in all caps. So we know that the Lord, okay, that's what you figure out, okay, the Lord is the one that's going to bring these people down. And he's the reason why these plagues and these scourges are being sent upon the earth. And we discussed this in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, many times, man. Many times. All right, now that food, I don't know that shit. Low-key smell like Mexican food. Nah, I don't know. It smells like fried chicken again a little bit. It's a mixture, man. It's like a few food trucks over here. So don't mind me talking about this food. Now, continuing on. Longest ever shutdown. That was the first bullet. Air travel chaos. It says, air travel chaos. The shutdown is causing significant disruptions to air travel due to a strain on air traffic controllers, many of whom are working without pay. And we already told y'all that these things are going to come to pass, man. We said this. When are y'all going to start listening? Again, another rhetorical question. When are y'all going to start listening? No, man. We know well in our hearts, man. And when I say hearts, I mean mine. That our people, Jake, the 2/3, they're going to start listening when it's too late. And then they're going to be like, well, when was this stuff going on? It was going on when you was worried about what's something that's consuming the Jake community right now. I really don't be paying attention to the folly that these niggas be looking into. Shit like Diddy and all this other stuff. 6, 7, I guess that's just a thing that everybody talk about. I really can't tell y'all, to be honest. I'll be looking into other shit, looking at other shit, just things that attract my attention, that make me seem funny. But shit, if I go in a shade room or something like that, Black Twitter, let me see real quick, just find an example of one thing, just to make my point. Yeah, they consume with niggas being released from prison and shit. And Natalie Nunn song and all this other shit. Like just and Sexy Red talking herself as a thought. You know what I'm saying? This stupid shit, bro. Just folly, just complete foolishness. That's all. And it's no surprise that our people gonna be caught off guard severely in the 2/3. I can't wait till y'all down for you wicked ass niggas. But it's okay though. They playing their role. I still can't stand you niggas though. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all on the other side though. Lord willing, we be at that number. But right now, yeah, nah, y'all got the game fucked up. Like the brother said, man, it'd be a lot more Jakes that your ass gonna be seeking in that day when the Jeremiah 16:16 prophecy come to pass than it is Edomites. You gonna have. I know brothers got some Jakes on they list where they like, yeah, I'm gonna come visit you, nigga. And you better hope you're not here when I get those spiritual powers, Lord willing. You better hope you're not. I know you. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying, too into it. Continuing on though, it says the shutdown is causing significant disruptions to air travel due to a strain on air traffic controllers, many of whom are working without pay. So how long do you think these people are gonna work without pay, man? Like I broke down the math to y'all earlier. 6 paychecks. If you getting paid weekly, which I would assume they're getting paid weekly, and if they're not getting paid weekly, 3 paychecks if you're getting paid bi-weekly. The Federal Aviation Administration has ordered a 10% reduction in flights at 40 busy airports across the country, leading to thousands of flight cancellations and delays. Now, I talked about that, the digital ID concerning airports and things of that nature. All of that stuff, man. You gotta, yeah, these people want to get sick. You gotta remember, man, this seems small now, but just wait till it's on a more grand scale, so to speak, where it's just in your face and you can't ignore it. Because a lot of this stuff is gradually, you know what I'm saying? The brothers talk about gradualism. The brother Gabar Adala, you know what I'm saying? Gradualism. It's a step step-by-step process until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Then the common folk, the normal people, as I call them, the civilians, things of that nature, that's when they start to freak out and panic. Which these people are already starting to panic just based off of snaps. So just think how much worse it's going to be when real chaos start breaking out. When it gets big, 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 and it starts affecting you personally, then it's a problem. But see, we're telling y'all these things before they even get big, big, big. Which they already are showing signs that they about to get big, big, big very soon. So like I say, I'm talking to those. Right now, I'm just prophesying to the wind. The wind listening to me. And I know Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai is too. But anybody out there who listens to us, myself, or brothers, you can't say we didn't tell y'all, we didn't forewarn y'all, or we didn't do our jobs. That's all I'm gonna say. Leading to thousands of flight cancellations. I got an article talking about that too. This is from yesterday because I was gonna do my camp yesterday, like I told y'all. All right, I just want to declare fair use under the Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This video is not being monetized. I'm not making any type of monetary gain off of this video. It's only for educational and edification purposes only. Esau Edom, so please do not strike this video down. The headline of this though is from ABC News. It says over 1,500 flights canceled. Delays mount nationwide on Saturday.
Upended across the country after airlines canceled more than 1,000 flights yesterday to ease pressure on the embattled U.S. air traffic control system.
It's just absolutely ludicrous. They have to do something.
Long line.
And remember, when the government first shut down, the first thing that brothers were reporting on was that airport in Burbank, California, because they was like one of the first ones that was having trouble with air traffic control. Oh yeah, this nigga's an Edomite. Nigga got hella goose around him. Anyways.
And delays after airlines slashed flights at 40 major airports.
Yeah.
Under an emergency order from the FAA. Richard Olverio rebooked twice for his flight from Philly to Florida.
Total headache, disaster nightmare.
On Friday, Washington Reagan seeing a 4-hour average delay. Phoenix, 90 minutes, while Chicago and Austin seeing roughly an hour delay. Karen Soika's flight was rebooked, but out of a different airport. She couldn't make the new flight.
Are you ready for this? They rebooked me at a JFK an hour earlier with a 11-hour layover in some place called Port of Spain. Crazy.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy insists the drastic cuts are needed to relieve pressure as air traffic controllers work without pay and more call out sick, defending the decision to cut air traffic.
Some people have second-guessed what we've done. We have not politicized the airspace. We've been working incredibly hard to make sure that there's minimal disruption to the best of our ability to still keep it safe.
Hey man, this is all a part of their plan. So they have to say shit like this to throw the people off. But just know, it's a part of their plan.
The shutdown straining the currently unpaid controllers and TSA agents and frustrating travelers.
I think everybody's been a little bit stressed out and definitely wanted to make sure that they were here early.
As some are more zen over the potential delays.
I have no control over what's happening. I'm just going to react when I have to react.
Jake Woman, by the way.
Now, if you are traveling this weekend, keep this in mind. It is up to the airline to notify each customer directly of these changes and then offer and work with those passengers to rebook them. Or if you don't take that rebook option, you are entitled to a refund.
All right.
Yeah, so I got to travel here soon in the next couple of weeks. Lord willing, I don't run into no problems. But even then, shit, I still want it to increase. I'm just saying I don't want it to affect me personally. It ain't no telling like we say, a lot can happen in a day. It ain't no telling what's it gonna look like in the next 2 weeks. Shit. could get worse and worse. Could be worse. Alright. We got a precept concerning that, then I'm going to move on to my next point. I was just talking to my girl about this yesterday. Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 14, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draws nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men," meaning revolt and rebellion, "and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So, through these government shutdowns, man, if this thing continues on longer and longer, best believe you're going to see an uproar in the people against the government. This is just brewing civil unrest as we speak right now. It's brewing civil unrest. Here's my point. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." This government shutdown is through pride, man. They don't want to resolve, they don't want to bring a solution, but also it's to create order of chaos. We know this, man. We know this. Our SNAP benefit lapses. Millions of Americans are facing interruptions to their Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or food stamp benefits. The Supreme Court temporarily blocked full funding, and states like New York are using their own funds to issue payments while the federal government remains shut down. And they're still not able to fully fund it, even though that government tried, or even though that judge tried to, you know what I'm saying, revoke it or whatnot. It says, let's continue reading on. Verse 19. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." Right? So these things go hand in hand. It's not just a coincidence, man. As you can see, I just read one scripture, one precept, and it was backed by another scripture, another precept, with things that are currently going on in the world right now. It says, political response. Democrats, including House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, are calling for an end to the shutdown, with Jeffries expressing hope it will end before Thanksgiving. That nigga must not know who the Edomites are. Republican Senator James Lankford has defended the filibuster and calls for President Trump to eliminate it. Says other major news, immigration issues, debates over immigration policy continue to be a major topic, with events planned to discuss the immigration crisis. News reports highlight recent actions by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, including the arrest of a daycare teacher in Chicago and an incident in Los Angeles where a U.S. citizen was arrested. Now, concerning that, man, I be seeing these videos and whatnot of these people getting arrested by ICE, right? These Jakes in the videos, you know, because a lot of these videos, the ICE agents will be driving in a regular car. It's not like they in a police car or stuff like that. They'll be in a regular SUV and they'll hit you. Let's say you in a Jeep Cherokee or something like that. Because I remember I seen a video of them in like a Grand Cherokee or Wagoneer or something like that, man. They'll come in there, hit your car. If they see you or they find you, they'll come in there and hit your car and make you stop and pull you out, right? One dude had a seizure because he didn't want to release his baby, which I could have sworn in the scripture to say, agree with thy adversary quickly. And it's just, I don't know, it's something ingrained in Jake to just, whenever they get arrested or something like that, or they being detained, to just be real, what's the word? Real, damn. I can't think of the word, man. It's just real defiant. I guess you could say that. You just want to be real defiant or rebellious. There we go. Just want to be real rebellious when it comes to that type of stuff. I don't know the full background, but I can only assume if the nigga would have gave him his baby. Man, I don't know, man. It's just judgment from the Lord at the end of the day. The fact that he had a health scare like that. Yeah, the fact that he had a health scare like that. Then I seen another video of a like I was saying, you know what I'm saying, a truck ran into another car, and they pulled the lady out. And the dude behind the camera just talking about some, oh, she's not a, bro, you just hit her, bro. Bro, you just hit her, bro. This nigga keeps saying that shit. I'm like, this nigga don't shut the fuck up, bro. Like nigga. I'm getting tired of these jakes keep on complaining about ICE and shit. I could have sworn we told y'all niggas that they was coming to persecute your ass. Right? They're coming to get you wicked ass niggas. And it never have nothing to do. It never had nothing to do with immigration, because as you can see, who just got elected as mayor of New York? An immigrant. He's not American. He's not American. That nigga's like a Elamite or Ishmaelite, something like that. It's not about immigrants. It's about you, Jake. They want to get you Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes up out this bitch. That's why we keep on saying, man, Jake has been in trouble. We haven't seen societal collapse or shit hit the fan, but Jake, you niggas are in trouble. You've been in trouble. It never was a matter of, and just wait till they implement this martial law shit all throughout, and it start getting more and more intense. Like Donald Trump said, they haven't done enough. I agree, Nero, they haven't done enough. They could do more. They need to do more. Fuck. But yeah, man, Jake still don't realize. They're not just, they don't care about getting criminals. That's what they told y'all. Oh, we're only gonna go after criminals. A lady asked Donald Trump that on the interview. Do you realize that you're going that these aren't just criminals that you're going after? These are normal people who have been over here. Well, first we have to get all of them out. That's what he said, right? First, you got to get them all out of here. Forget trying to get the criminals out. We got to all get them out. He said we got to send them back and then bring them back the legal way. You think he's going to send y'all niggas back to your home country and bring you back? Fuck no. He is not doing that shit. He's going to banish you niggas and you're not coming back. The persecution of Jake. We're seeing it unfold now in real time. That's why we keep telling y'all. They never cared about getting the Latin tribes. They want to get all of you niggas up out of here. They want to get all of you niggas up out of here, man. There's been a strong disdain for their brother Jacob since the beginning, man. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be out here. I might not even hit up on the other part of this place. Legal rulings and cases. I gotta give you some gloves. A federal judge ruled that the Trump administration violated the First Amendment by inserting partisan language into government workers' out-of-office emails. In a separate case, a former teacher shot by a 6-year-old student was awarded a $10 million jury verdict. So you have people who go through worse shit, but y'all able to appoint these people $10 million. I seen a article on that. The Supreme Court also allowed a Trump policy prohibiting gender selection on passports to go into effect while litigation continues. Transportation safety. Following a deadly crash at the UPS Global Aviation Hub in Kentucky. The FAA ordered all MD-11 and MD-11F. Damn. Our MD-11 and MD-11F aircraft used by UPS and FedEx to be grounded out of an abundance of caution. International events. International U.S. Israel received the remains of an IDF soldier deleted in 2014, previously held by Hamas. Also, the U.S. is facing discussions about its global power in an era of new technologies and a complex relationship with China. These said perils are continuing to come to pass, man. I'm seeing now it's about to be my time to get up out of here. It's cold as shit. But the Wadi Halbashi Shah was able to stay out here for a good amount of time and get my point across. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there. Call lawyer Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Makakudash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel, Shalom. And as always, when one that goes to the kingdom, man, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom. What do you how about you? No, what do you how about you? What do you